What's up? What's up? What's up? Can I get a whoop whoop? Had to bring that 528 in effect to make sure I am in tune with the star player, helping me get all the way in alignment. I'm going to tell y'all something. Cancer season is the best of times and the worst of times all together, because for me, it's some special shit, man. I get super, super, super sensitive. So typically, I've just hold. Let me back this up. See, I just became really aware of that, like within the past couple of years, right? About how different parts of the year affects me differently. In studying astrology, it's really given me a greater perspective, right? On what this experience is. It's really helped me to really pinpoint exactly what's going on right here. Understanding myself, save me from getting a goddamn therapist, y'all, out here in these streets. Straight up. But listen, this cancer season, I always notice that there's something about right after that summer solstice to my birthday where I am extra, extra sensitive. And it is almost as if I can read thoughts. I feel like I'm tripping. I feel like I'm just doing a little too much. I'm in this extra ass space. And then I started getting into this space where I'm trying to just avoid people because I wasn't really sure if I was just in some type of space and a low vibration make me fucking feel some type of way. Now I'm disappointed in people. And not just realizing that cancer season has you so on point, well, has me so on point and so in tune with the star player in me that I can read past a lot of that bullshit. But the thing that I forgot is that humanity is so dynamic out here, huh? So one minute you love, next minute you hate. And I'm out here in these streets taking that shit personally, being wounded and disappointed and fuck the world and isolating and all types of simple ass bullshit because I just feel things on such a deep level. And then that Cancer moon, boy, woo, that Cancer moon. Anybody got water moon, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer moons, y'all feel me? And when that sensitivity is heightened, it's almost as if, I don't know, you get kind of sucked in. So what I was doing was just like staying the hell from around folks, because I started, gaining some observations and shit like that. And before then, I would kind of hide from that shit. I didn't want to really know at the end of the day. But now with all of this energy, all of these retrogrades, we got Saturn retrograde and we got Neptune retrograde, right? So we got Saturn, major life lessons, Neptune, illusions and ideals and all of that shit. That's all up under review. And so right now, I'm in this space of just really reviewing a lot of those connections because I didn't want to see that shit. It was very painful for me. And then I thought I was making that shit up. And so I was on the fence. I wasn't really sure. Am I making this shit up? Is this how they really see it? This how they feel it? This how it is? We ain't really like that. There's really no real love like that, or at least not like I thought it was. It's disappointing, man. It's disappointing. But it is a grand time indeed, because this time with that, all of that shit being up under review, we got all these retrogrades that's going on out here in these streets. And they said by the end of this summer, like we got 7 planets that's going to be in retrograde. That's not a coincidence. But back to what I was talking. All of these years previously, I would notice that I would get a little bit more heightened in my sensitivity. And then I'm out here avoiding people and shit. So I won't know where you stand. Like sabotage in its worst motherfucking form, right? Now, I'm going to play myself. But what it was emotional punk assery on my part. I admit I own it. We all got in these spaces. It ain't no thing. It no shade to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to deal with. It's a hurt piece. You start learning. You know, you don't want to, you know, you with somebody and they laughing with you and they get, you know what I'm saying? It's a little this and that. And you like, oh, for me, I'm internalized. No, wounded. Fuck that. Fuck that nigga, fuck that bitch. I'm all in my feelings, all withdrawn. I'ma just stay the fuck from around every goddamn body. Fuck the world. That whole thing, I'm just gonna stay away from folks. But this time, no. I'm coming around, baby. I'm here to face you. I need to be able to experience your energy. Because now I have no issue. Oh man, what a beautiful time this is. And now I'm no longer afraid to face the truth, to face the reality of what shit is. This is some tremendous healing and progress for me, family, because not only am I taking this time to get that real healing in, to get that real, to deal with the reality that's going on in my life. I need to be completely aware of those cats that's in my corner and those cats that's not in my corner, and stop wasting my time, my energy, my resources, spending time with folks that's just not a vibrational match. And it's okay. Because at the end of the day, hanging around these people is kind of detrimental on a spiritual level. So it's really good for us to kind of utilize this energy to assess, to check in, so that you can reestablish the hierarchy within your network. And so this was a powerful time for me to really put my big girl panties on, boss up, and just get out here and get grounded and really take in the energy that surrounds me. And an educational time. There's some people that love them some Shakesha out here in these streets, and I love y'all back. And then there's some people not so much, and okay, that's cool too. You can't win them all, damn. I used to be so wounded, so hurt. I could have it could be 1,000 people that's high-fiving me at a girl in me. What's up, what's up, what's up? One naysayer, one alligator. And then I'm all dysregulated, all upset, and all in a space. So, you know, so what a powerful time. What a powerful time. I had to get that off my chest. This is definitely a time where I stopped punking out. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. I just don't know what to do. Shout out to me. So I'm going to step into my birthday. I know it took me a minute to get there, but I made it, y'all. I'm at least on that particular part. I got some other stuff, but on this one, baby, yeah, that's where it's at. And I'm trusting the star player. And it's cool. Because we got to recognize at the end of the day, everybody ain't going to be for you. This is a time right now where light is beginning to shine so bright. Let me let y'all know something, because this has been coming up in my readings, where light is beginning to shine so brightly in people that the folks that's really not in your corner, well, they ain't gonna be able to contain it. And you ain't necessarily gonna have to go through this serious change of reading folks' energy and this and that and the other. They may show you. And so we got to watch out for that. But I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, it is a good thing. It is. It really is a good thing, because now you get an opportunity to clear out all of that clutter. It's like you got a room that's dirty, and you get in there and you clear out all of the clutter, all of the shit that don't work, all of the broken pieces, all of the raggedy shit, all of the shit that don't fit. You take it out, you take some of it down there to the thrift shop, to the Goodwill, some of it you set it to the curb and let the garbage man shift that shit up out of there. It is a room cleaning on a whole nother level. Word? And this is really a time for us to embrace that star player connection with that heightened sensitivity, the gift of Cancer season. Yeah. And Cancer, it being a 7-month in a 7-year. And this makes this a 5-month for 2023, which is all about us changing, which is all about us taking action, which is all about us making moves. 5. This is the energy that's going to be overarching the month of July. Shit, I was going somewhere else. I forgot what month it was and shit. But yeah, but today is the 11th. Now I was gonna do this yesterday, and I had wrote notes down and shit like that yesterday. So I got information for yesterday on my numerology of the day, but today is actually an 8 day. And 8 is all about us looking for opportunities, success, really gaining mastery. That's a number of mastery, of power, of control. Now, see, I like that number 8. 8 is also connected to Leo, the heart of the matter. And when you gain mastery over yourself, over your situation, over your condition, when you start to take the wheel and take control, you really begin to put yourself in position for opportunity and success. And significant transits and events that's coming up this year is definitely all on point, all in the line with this particular energy that I was just talking about today. We gonna see that shit again on the 17th. We got the new moon in Cancer. That's aligning with a grand cross between the sun, the moon, Pluto, and the nose. Now, this right here is some transformative energy. We talking about, hold up, let me get my notes. Let me see what's going on. Because I don't want to cheat nobody up out of this shit, right? Shit, this is a time right here. And then another thing just hit me. Holy shit. So we got this significant transit on this new moon, no shifting. We got shit going on. It's cracking. It's going down. Cardinal signs being activated. We talking about transformation energy, right? Hold up. Now, this what I just noticed right here. Also, the day before that, we got an opportunity to really get charged up because we getting another 777 energy on that 16th, the day before. Shit. And when we get with that all together, see that day right there, this is all about, hold up, let me talk about that 777 day real quick, because we already know that's all about spirituality and consciousness, right? And spirit is really asking us to be open and really trust the process that divine has laid out for us. Like, this is really a time for us to trust divine order, to trust the higher plans that's going on out here in these streets. But then when we gather that all up together, right, it's a day of creativity, of ambition. That 16th is that 777 day. That's a day for us. We get heightened in our expression and in our sensitivity that particular day, which puts us in alignment for the following day, a power day, a day about foundations. Now, I was talking about that 8 energy because it's the 17th when all of this shit's going down. And that number, that 8 number, is just really like boom, boom, boom. It's just jumping out for me. And I got to tell you, you know, that's a day of strength. And we're talking about strength, not like strength where we overpowering folks out here in these streets trying to wrestle folks down, whatever, you know what I'm saying, bullying and boss talking folk. No, not that type of strength. But the strength when you tap into that love frequency, that higher vibration, strength of cooperation, strength in serving the highest and greatest good. We talking that type of strength when it's vibrating right. But that day within itself, it's a powerful ass day because these cardinal signs. And when I say cardinal sign, let me make sure we all on the same page. See, the cardinal signs is the ones that initiate shit. They start off and set off the beginnings of seasons. Shout out to my sister Doreen for really helping me catch this. See, when these new seasons kick in, that's when these cardinal signs come in effect. So with the new season of springtime, we got Aries season, cardinal sign. Setting it off with the springtime. I mean, with the summertime, my bad, the summer solstice with Cancer, that Cancerian vibration. The autumn equinox of the Libra season and the winter solstice of Capricorn season. So I want to tell you all to start checking your charts. If you don't know it, you need to get on the cipher where we helping y'all navigate this energy, giving you a sneak peek. And no whole total reading up here, taking up everybody's time. But we will come in there, take a look so we can help you along your journey. And if you need to know where your cardinal sign placements is at, you need to connect with us. Because we was going to look at this Venus retrograde madness, but then this came into my, got up on my radar. Still want to look at that Venus shit though. Definitely that. But this right here, see, with this new moon in Cancer aligning with that grand cross between the sun, moon, Pluto, and nose, it is activating these cardinal signs. So you go look for where you got Aries placed that in your chart. There's going to be an activation there. Where you got Cancer in your chart, there's going to be an activation right there. Hallelujah. Where you got Libra at in your chart, activation, Capricorn, activate. Now, see, I like that Capricorn activation. Let me tell y'all something. I like that Capricorn activation, y'all. Money. You know that Cancer is really the money sign, though, right? And it being opposite of that. Now, let me that another time. All right. So let me just move the hell on. I just thought I needed to pull your coat to that, right? Because this right here is some transformative energy right here. You better put your seatbelt on. You better get your running shoes on. Find that shit on your chart. I'm going to be done with that. Let's talk about some dope shit. What's dope out here in these streets? If I don't talk about it, then you missing out. My bad. Need a little something to wet my whistle. Got me some new decks. trying to understand and study these runes. I don't know nothing about that. This is what that Nordish type shit, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But I happen to run into this deck that goes over all of it's a runes deck. That shit is gangster. Oh, I left it on the other side because I was dealing with that today, and I've really been getting a lot out of that. I mean, it has really been blessing my socks off. No shit. I'm telling you, I say, yeah, I like this, right? This is pretty gangster. This is pretty gangster. And you know what drew me to that? As I was watching the news, I'm at the gym and shit, and I was looking up. They had Fox News up there, and they were talking about how the FDA has approved lab created chicken, and they had it on the grill, and it looked like rune symbols on that chicken that was on the grill. And I had to do a double take. And I said to myself, no, I'm tripping, I'm bugging. I'm not seeing this shit, right? But I kept zooming in on that. And I said, somebody want me to see this. That shit's on my radar. So I didn't know. And I wish that I could remember. I'm still going through these rooms trying to remember what the hell that symbol was that I saw on there that made me think that that was a room. And then I get this deck. That ain't no coincidence. I don't believe in that shit. But that's good shit. I like that. I like how spirit come through. So that's some definite dope shit. I got this astrology tarot. This right here is some hot shit. This is bringing astrology to a whole nother dimension. I'm going to incorporate that shit in my readings and everything. It's some gangster shit to do. It's some gangster shit to deal with. And I just really been doing some work here on incorporating and merging the two. And spirit has really been showing me like some of the better strategies of getting the most. Or no, not necessarily the most. Let me slow down on that, because I was messing around giving out 2 and 3 hour readings. We ain't that to do. So that's what the most is. Try and give everybody everything that I have. I do want to give you everything that I have, but I have to figure out a way to condense that so that it'll be something that'll be useful to you, because it turns into information overload otherwise. Heard? So yeah. So, but spirit has really been working with me and helping me develop some more efficient processes so that I can just be out here doing the damn thing in a helpful and effective way. Oh, it's gangster. So definitely watch for that. I'm gonna have that shit up and cracking in a little bit. Really easy to catch on to, especially if you kind of like understand the tarot system and everything. Then you understand how it goes, because it's kind of broken down in the elements. And then you know what I'm saying, when you know that energy of the planets, of the elements, and of the zodiac shit, of the zodiac, then you can really take that shit to a whole nother level. I'm here to tell you. I love that shit. I like that a lot. Now it's been really helpful for me because I understand astrology a little bit better than I do the tarot energy. But I still like to move back and forth in between the two. So that's definitely some beautiful shit right there. Love tarot, make no doubt about it. And definitely want to shout out some folks for definitely putting me on to that. So that is definitely some gangster shit. Got this tree magic tarot deck. Not tarot, oracle deck. I got to tell y'all something. This right here has been strengthening my connection with these trees. These trees got some messages for us out here in these streets. It is so goddamn gangster. I got to tell you. And listen. I'm a pull a message, see what spirit got for us before we roll up out of here. But that's definitely some dope shit to get. And me, see, listen, and I ain't the one that's out. I'm not in the business of blowing my money at all. Everything that I do seems to be strategic and an investment. So for the most part, when I'm going to purchase books and everything, I look for a lot of the used options. I don't need it to be brand new. I need the information to be there. That's what I'm looking for. And so I spend a lot of time like at the half price bookstore and everything. And then it'll be a little tugging that I'll get, or my husband will get. That'll say, you can go on over there to the half price bookstore. Or my husband will just say, I got to go in here and get some. I'm going to drop you off at the half price bookstore. You probably want something in there. And damn, didn't it go down like that? But that's how that shit goes down. But yeah, it's definitely some shit to get. It's another gangster ass tool that's going to help the mystics out here in the street. It's going to increase the intuition, giving us confirmation and a greater connection to spirit. This right here, it helps because for me, it gives an energetic link to divine guidance. And that shit even works when you ain't using them. So yeah, definitely check that shit out. I got mine at the half price bookstore, but you can probably find it really good price, Amazon, eBay. It is some dope shit to get. Yeah, moving forward. Definitely moving forward. I wanted to talk about nature divination because divining in nature is one of those things that, especially during this particular time of year, the sun is in effect. We definitely should take advantage of this opportunity to get out here, connect in nature. It's going to help us in some very powerful and healing and transformative ways during these particular times right about now. The trees, I just talked about that tree. Oh my goodness, that tree deck, the tree connection is off the chain. You can read the auras off them trees. Sitting with them in silence, it brings wisdom. You can transport in the fairy realm. Shout out to the priestess Erica with that fairy realm conversation and really helping to get me to make that connection to these trees and the fairy realm and how that links up in the energy of certain trees. It's dope. Anyway, very, very fascinating conversation. I had gotten an opportunity to rap with her on the previous show like a couple years back. Definitely check that shit out. She gangster. Clouds. Definitely. I remember Miss Blue was telling us about that and self-invested, like really looking up at them clouds and all of this shit. I used to rap with this chick who owned a store a few blocks away from where I lived at. And she used to do a lot of work with them clouds and whatnot, moving clouds and shit like that. She got a lot of Native American heritage and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was the type of work that she was into. And she was talking about how, to divine with the clouds and all of that shit. And I thought that whole conversation that she had was fascinating. And it was very helpful for me because this is a way that I taps in with them ancestors. They show up so often up there in them clouds. So definitely rock with them clouds. Check that shit out too. Water, another one. This effect on our emotional state, it allows us to get in a state where we can receive messages. You can also scribe, do cleansing, do clearing. Water is so gangster. We already know about that. And shout out to that H2O shit that Miss Blue put out there in these cosmic streets. Let me tell y'all something. If that ain't been somebody who has been so helpful, so instrumental, so supportive in my journey, in my life. Oh my goodness, man. She the real deal out here, y'all. And I got, I'm so grateful to her. So shout out to her for this work that she's been putting out and continues to put out to assist those of us, that's the mystics, the sensitive, the intuitives. All of us out here in these cosmic streets that's working, giving us some tools that's going to help us to stay grounded, to keep our vibrations high so that we can be of assistance to folks out here in these streets, helping us get into states where we can get higher understanding so that we can receive these messages that divine is getting for us. Shit, we're talking about some big gangster energy right there. Anyway. Shout out, much love, salute to you. And all of the other cast that's out here looking like that, doing that work, helping out in these spiritual streets. Yeah, yeah. But water is definitely gangster. Gangster to work with. Dealing with that nature work. The sun and the moon, of course, we know that, right? We charging moons up, we charging up crystals on full moons and whatnot. But what about that sun charge action and everything? A lot of folks out there sun gazing and everything. I'll do that once in a blue when the blue. But I like to really charge up a lot of intention oils, especially when I'm dealing with the florals and shit. I like rocking with that sun energy for that sun. It brings a special vibration to it. And then the moon, it come and cool it down. But you know, I'm not gonna get all into that. That's a whole nother show to get into that whole situation. Or maybe even a conversation for the cipher for somebody that can really help me build that shit. But anyway, the wind, of course, clearing out negativity, storms, rain, cleansing. That's all about the intention that we putting out there and everything. But that wind action, especially good windstorm, Oya, the goddess Oya is powerful to work with. And I got to tell you something, when I work with her, she come through bending trees, you know, kicking debris up and down the street, knocking up the neighbor's garbage cans down the road, all types of stuff. Lord, when oil come through, watch out, y'all, watch out. But definitely, these are some things that we want to do to deal with nature, because nature is just some dope shit for me. And I like working with the spirit animals as well. I get my guidance from the oracle systems. See, a lot of us, we work with these spirit animals and everything, and there's many dimensions, and you got to really allow intuition to guide you and really begin getting in tune with the spirit animals, with nature, because this is what's going to make you a lot more sensitive to that message that's out here and available to you. You can't just, everything ain't just a goddamn search engine move where we sit up here and look on the fucking internet for somebody else's fucking insight and thought. What spirit got for you is for you, fam. Let's never forget that shit. So this is why I'm getting out here with this nature divination, so we can get out here and get that shit for ourselves, and we ain't so relying on somebody else's conversation, huh? The animal oracle system is all about us getting guidance from our spirit animals. But there's levels to the spirit animal systems. We got the spirit animals. The spirit animals itself, they're medicinal. They bring helpful messages, right? You see the deer that's coming through there, right? The deer is asking you to be gentle. You in a hot mood. Somebody done pissed you off. I remember I had an incident where, you know, my husband got this thing with his damn ass hot sauce, and then he got hot sauce and it's all over the goddamn place, and I'm pissed off about it. And I was just about to say something, and I seen the deer walk past. And when that deer walk past, it's all about you really measuring your words and having a gentler approach when you dealing with folks, right? How you handle people. You slow, calm down, right? The deer. Spirit animals are medicinal. They bring us helpful messages so that we can help to heal situations within our lives. Then we got the totems. And the totems is all about the totems is a part of our spiritual support system. I was gonna say all about the spiritual support system, not all about it, baby, but they are a part of our spiritual support system. I remember in Self-Invested, like a lot of us got our big three, and one of them was that animal totem that works with us throughout lifetimes. Gangster, some real gangster shit that was going down on that particular occasion. But these animal totems, they're a part of your spiritual support system. They work with you more than just that one right there. Now, that one that she gave was a big major player in the game. But definitely there's more totems on your squad, I assure you. And when you tap into nature, you will be able to connect with those things. When you start reaching for the magic reaches back for you. I assure you of that. And then, of course, your power animals. I love working with the power animals. You can call on them, you can invoke them, you can get your dance on like the power animals and everything. I remember back when I was coming up in the 80s, the snake, transformation energy, baby. You know, folks was on and shit. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, yeah. But yeah, power animals, you can call on them, you can invoke them, you can dance like them. I like to study them on those documentary. You know, Barack Obama is on some of these documentaries. I just noticed other day, you know, he's him, Oprah, all of these cats, you know, they all, you know, do the voiceovers for the what is that, the animal nature shows, whatever in the hell, and all of that, and the animals that's in the wild and everything. But just to study these animals, to see how they live, to see their mannerisms, to see how they relate to one another, to see what their diets are, to see how they move, how they operate and everything. This will really assist in getting us in energetic alignment with the spirit, the power animal that we want to invoke, that we want to really work with. Oh, it's some gangster work that we can do out here in these streets. Definitely, definitely. But if you want to look more into that, definitely, first of all, get out, experience that. But some really good work that is out there is these books that's by Stephen Farmer. This is where the door had been open for me. Stephen Farmer books have really been helpful in me really progressing on my journey and working with spirit animals. I got animal spirit guides, I got power animals and everything. There's some shamanic trance dances that he has that are available by CD. He also has some guided meditations that will link you up with those animals. All of those are really excellent and very helpful. So I rocks with that cat. You know what I'm saying? I do. I rocks with him. And I even copycat it because in one of his pictures, he had this groovy ass hat. And I said, I'm gonna find me a motherfucker hat like that. And I did. Yeah. Anyway, call that Baron Reed spirit animal deck. Definitely. This is one of the joints that I work with. So before I roll up out, let me see what message spirit got for us real quick. And I'm going to pull a little something from this spirit animal oracle deck just to give us a little something to roll with. Oh, did I give a shout out to my soul family? Because I definitely want to do that. They come through on the cipher when they can make it and support a sister. And definitely shouts out to Queenie up here saving folks' ass out here with this juicy July action. I'm telling you, and I've been getting my shit together, man. And it was right on time, this July juice thing that's going on right here. Got me some watermelon, ginger, and cayenne pepper juice. I like calling that type of shit hot juice. And I'm telling you, it's some activation right there. Some activation on so many levels. And you can get your groove on in a profound way. It activates that sacral chakra. Yes, indeedy. Let's see what we got. I just want to sit back and talk. Wow, this has been coming through, coming through. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things the spirit is bringing up right now. I pulled up a card from my Moonology Oracle, first and foremost, and it came out on this first quarter moon. And when that card comes up, this is about the commitment that we've been putting in, the things that we've been working on. It's being tested at this time. And Spirit had me take a look at that card first to make sure that we checked in on where we're at on the work that we've been doing. So many of us have been feeling discouraged. because obstacles and challenges and setbacks have been showing up. So this rhino comes through, who's been coming through for me on some profound levels and whatnot. But when this rhino comes through, this is all about making moves, about doing the damn thing, charging on through, moving forward, taking action, reminding you that you can overcome any obstacle, because this is how the path to success goes. Obstacles and challenges is a part of it. The challenge that we end up facing is that we just don't think that there's going to be, it's not available for us. That we're not going to be able to make our dreams come true. The koi fish is coming through letting you know that this is something that's absolutely available to us. Spirit is really starting to show me about how we get into this mentality where we see one person doing something and we think, well, I can't do it because this person is doing that. But you know that up the street from my house, there's a McDonald's and a Wendy's. They sit right next to each other. Ain't neither one of them going out of business. I've been living in this house for over 10 years. And neither one of them shits went out of business. They was there before I got there, and there they still stand. They sell the exact same product, a damn ass hamburger, because there's enough for everyone. See, we get into this mentality that we see somebody else's light shining, and we start to feel as if that speaks to where we're at. It means that our light isn't so bright. But this koi fish that's coming in is letting you know that you got your own unique and creative expression. You keep your eye on your vision, using your wisdom, using your integrity, so that you can achieve that victory in your life. Because, baby, there's always enough. You ain't got to worry about that shit. And you go be shining out here and doing your damn thing. And some folks that ain't getting this message or ain't really healed and ain't heard no message, they go see you shining bright like a diamond, and it's gonna hurt their eyes. And this is why this wasp keeps showing up. Because when the wasp comes through, it's letting you know that sometimes life stings. But when you step into your power, you stand firmly on your square, you keep your eye on the vision, and you make that your process, you become empowered to begin making things happen for yourself. And all of them folks that ain't appreciating what you do, oh, you go piss some folks off because you go do some things, and it's gonna feel, like to some folks that you don't deserve your space. Because they got this mentality that there may not be enough light for them to shine. And they ain't healed that shit. And we get to choose whether or not we heal that shit or not, right? Those insecurities, those things within us, what's motivating us to move forward. Well, we can't celebrate people that's doing the damn thing out here in these streets. Sometimes life stings and it hurts. But that's also a part of that process that's going to allow us to move forward. Bigger, better, stronger, and in more effect. And you go really piss some folks off out here in these streets. But you do it anyway. Because sometimes life stings. And you winning is more important than losing and making somebody that don't want to see you win and ain't really trying to win they self happy at the end of the day. Is they really going to be happy? Doubt it. Doubt it, doubt it. Don't waste your time holding space for foolishness like that. Sometimes life stings, but the stinging goes away, I assure you. So when the hawk spirit comes through, rising above the foolishness, letting you know that you really got to be about the business of making moves, and really got to recognize all of your options and all of the work that needs to be done. See, that's where your energy need to be focused at. Because when you focusing your energy there, the hawk comes in and lets you know that you got to let spirit be your guide. So when you letting spirit be your guide, you open and receptive to getting the downloads the spirit has for you. Okay. Because spirit is starting to show me, see, what ends up happening is you sitting around focusing on foolishness and fuckery from the player haters, the naysayers, the alligators. You lower your vibration. And when you let spirit be your guide, this is when you step into that creativity. This is when you get into the space where you're receptive. Your vibration is high enough for you to receive what spirit has for you. You can't let nobody take you up out of your vibration, because then you can't get what spirit got for you, because you can't reach them. They can't get to you. But when the hawk is telling you to rise above that foolishness, it don't matter. I don't know why we waste time on folks that don't give a shit about us at the end of the day. It's okay. That's the world we live in. There's duality in this world. You got folks that will celebrate you and some folks that will not. That's the way that it goes. And it's a good thing, because you can be about the business of focusing on those that do. That's what's keeping the vibration high. Staying in gratitude for those connections that's truly there to support you. Use that discernment. Let's be brave. Let's be brave and deal with what's right in front of us. Using our discernment out here in these streets. Letting spirit be our guide so that we can move in some profound ways that spirit will have for us. We can't focus on that foolishness right there. Let's get some wisdom from these trees. Equilibrium is what's coming through from the cypress tree. See, when opportunity is greeted with enthusiasm, your success increases naturally. The cypress tree is coming in here to let you know that your vibration, your confirmation right here about your vibration needing to be in a space to receive that blessing that spirit has for you. When your opportunity is greeted with enthusiasm, that means being in the higher vibration. Your success naturally increases, because now you are in alignment for attracting those things that you most desire in your life. You need to understand that what you focus on grows, whether you want it, whether you don't want it, whatever it is that you focus on. That's what absolutely grows. So I hope that this message was helpful, was useful, because for me, I definitely got me a little something up out of that. And I hope you did too. You guys have a blessed rest of your week. And if you get a minute, stop on through the cipher and come and build so we can all assist each other in this bullshitting ass dance that we call ascension. Let me stop. Hold on. Bullshitting ass dance. Yeah, some days it is a bullshitting ass dance, but some days, oh, it's a grand one. It's a grand dance indeed, but we definitely got to assist each other out here in these streets. And when we struggle, we got to be available to support each other. Huh? We do. Or if not, you probably ain't really tried, and it's cool anyway. But anyway, I want to say peace and light, peace and love. Enjoy the rest of your week, family. Much love. Peace. Yep. But.